Good morning, dear students. Today's topic, which I'll be introducing or explaining, is going to be rectification of entries. Rectification entries. Now, rectification means what? Solving something. Okay, there is a problem or there is an error which has happened. To clear that error, that is what is called as rectifying, solving the error which has happened. Now, where has it happened? It has happened in accounts when we were doing the accounting work. So this error can happen at the level of writing the journal entry, or while posting it into the ledger, or preparing the trial balance, or anything. It could be the accounting cycle. So before we go to preparation of our financial statements or making our final accounts, we need to find out if there are any errors which has happened in our books of accounts. Why we should know the error? Because final account itself is to know whether we made profit or loss. So if there is an error which has happened in our organization, in our accounts, we won't be able to come to know whether we made actually profit or loss. So for this reason, we need to find out the errors and rectify them. And also, the suspense account could not be closed in case if we don't rectify them. Now, what is suspense account? Suspense account means when we are preparing our trial balance. Okay, when we are making the statement of our trial balance, if the debit doesn't match with the credit, we put the balance under the heading of suspense account. Means that we don't know why the debits and credits are not matching. Children, trial balance is a statement where we'll put all the debit balances on the debit side and credit balances on the credit side. By end, when we total it, both should automatically come to equal, because every transaction in accounts we are giving a debit and its corresponding credit. Okay, so that is the simple logic. In case if this is not matching, it means somewhere some mistake has happened. Okay, so trial balance is one way to find out the errors, and there are many other ways as well, but for you to know as if now, so heading, we put that mistake which has happened. Why? We don't know the reason why the balances are not matching, so we put the heading as suspense account. It could be that maybe we did not write an entry, or we might have written an entry for more amount, or it could be vice versa, we have written an entry for a lesser amount. Okay, so that is why we put a suspense account there when we are not confirmed the reason behind the error. So to know this, to remove this suspense account, to know what exactly has happened, there comes the rectification of entries. Like I said that if an entry is not recorded, we will record it and close the suspense account. Like an entry is written for an over amount, extra amount, we will deduct that and will close the suspense account. An entry is written for a lesser amount, howsoever deficit amount it is, we will record the entry for that deficit amount, we will close the suspense account. So that is what is about rectification entries. When you see the examples, it will be even more clearer to you. Have a look at illustration number 6 in your textbook. We have it here as goods purchased from Raju on December 12, 2013 for rupees 2000, but in journal, what have they done? It is recorded for 200 rupees. Okay, so actually purchase is done for 2000, but recording is done for 200 rupees. So to rectify this error, so here we have two aspects. One is purchase is done, and from whom did we purchase? Ram. Okay, so how do we write the credit purchase journal entry? Purchase account debited to Ram account. I'm just putting it in rough, you please take care of it. Ram account. How much? Actually we were supposed to write 2000 and 2000, but how much have they actually written? They have written it as 200 rupees. So there is an amount, a difference you'll get of 1800. So what you'll do? Again you'll pass the same entry for this deficit amount, for this difference amount. So how it will be written? Already we are actually supposed to write 2000 rupees entry, but because 200 is written, we'll pass the same entry for balance amount. So this is how such a mistake where an entry is written for a lesser amount, you pass the same entry and the difference amount, the error will be rectified. So purchase account debited to Ram account. Okay, amounts you'll put it as, you'll may put it as 1800. Okay, now if you see 1800, already another entry is written 200. It will match with our balance of 2000, the actual purchase which is done. Okay, in your textbook, if you see on the top, you'll write journal proper, and when you write the description, here you'll give a clear information why this entry is passed. So what are we going to write? Being the deficit amount recorded in the books rectified. Okay, means the amount was written for a lesser value. Now we have passed this journal entry, and so our books of accounts is clear now, rectified or clear. Let us use the proper terms, put it as rectified. If you see in your textbook, journal proper, date, particulars, ledger folio number, debit rupees, credit rupees, the journal format you have drawn. The date is put up December 12th, 2013, purchase to Raju account. Okay, I took it as Ram, please make it as Raju. And a description given, difference amount is put, and hint in the sense you will write it in your notes as working notes, and then you'll give this as explanation for every question whatever you are doing. Original purchase amount is 2000, but it is entered as 200. So for the difference amount of rupees 1800, a new entry is passed. So when you give a working notes like this, it becomes very easy for anybody who is going across your sum, will come to know what exactly is done there. So this was about illustration number 6. If you see illustration number 7, have a look what is given. Furniture is purchased for 5000 rupees, which is debited to purchase account when November 27th, 2013. Pass the rectification entry. So when a furniture is purchased, how do we write the journal entry? We write it as furniture being the asset. We write it as furniture is coming in, furniture account, debited. What is going out? To cash account. How much? 5000. Okay, yes, but how it is being written in our books of accounts? They wrote it as purchase account debited to cash account is what is written. Okay, see, if you see, cash is correctly written, but what is wrong done here? They have debited purchase. So when we are rectifying an error like this, in accounts every debit has an opposite credit. So whatever mistake is being debited, if you credit it, it will get rectified, it will get equalized. So purchase account to purchase account. A wrong debit, if you give a correct credit, the sum will get rectified, it will get equalized. And what is the correct debit here? What are we actually supposed to debit? Furniture account. So you will write there as furniture account debited. Okay, and the wrong debit, whichever is given, if you credit it, the sum will get rectified. So that is how when you rectify this entry, furniture purchased for 5000, wrongly debited to purchase account, you just credit purchase and write the correct debits. Okay, and the description will be being the wrong debit given rectified. Okay, amount will be same, 5000 only, because here the amount is not reduced or increased, it is as it is. So we'll just take it because it is a matter of a wrong debit. Okay, so the entry is going to be being the wrong debit given is rectified. Okay, so this is illustration number 7, followed by will be the question that will soon come to you. Thank you all.